Hello, everybody, and welcome to Monday Madness. Yes. Back into the old swing of things, I guess. So, like I said with the schedule last week and stuff, I forget what video it actually was, but the schedule is Monday Madness on Mondays, of course. The rest of the week, Supreme Ruler 2020, possibly a Welcome to First Impressions video every Saturday, and maybe something random on Sunday or nothing at all. And there was nothing at all yesterday because I was busy and had nothing to do. Been working like crazy. And responding to a very angry commenter for no reason that's apparently mad because I'm doing Bulgaria and attacking and killing Serbia when that's not the case. They attacked me, but still, found it kind of hilarious, and I've been having a little argument with him. If you want to actually see that little argument, it's on Bulgaria Part 2, I do believe. For some reason, that's the one with the most dislikes, because apparently that's the one that all the Serbians go to, because that's the one that I'm attacking Serbia. So they're all like, "Why are you attacking Serbia? Why don't you be nicer to them?" It's a game. Calm the hell down. I don't even really acknowledge the Balkan countries on a daily basis, with the exception of Bulgaria's Let's Play, so yeah. Also, if you were smarter and decided to go farther down the line, you'd see that I'm not prejudiced against Serbia. I killed all of them except for Kosovo. So there you go. Everybody in the Balkans should just calm down. God damn, it's just a fucking video game. I don't actually hate people from Serbia or the former Serb Republic or Bosnia or anything like that. Calm down. But whatever. Anyway, so I picked up 2 games at a yard sale. I was kind of shocked to find. I live in Canada. For anybody that doesn't know what a yard sale is, it's basically where you have stuff that you don't want, and you set it up in like your front yard or in your driveway or something like that, and people stop and they buy stuff for really, really cheap or whatever, like like clothes, books, other things, electronics sometimes, dishes, blah, 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 odds and ends, stuff like that. Toys are a big thing, too. And, anyway, so there's one close by me in a place called, Lakeland Scales, and, that's just like a big, like, kind of like a mini flea market, I would say, outdoor mini flea market. And there's usually about 20 people there selling stuff, and they have a table or two, or something like that. But they're always there every weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and sometimes on Fridays, depending on if it's like a holiday or whatever. Like Labor Day weekend, they'll be there Monday. But anyway, so I was there, and there was an awesome table. There was a lot of Star Trek stuff. There was a lot of old PS2 games and stuff, a lot of old comic books and stuff. And so I rummaged through the table with the little money that I had, and I bought 2 PC games. The original Call of Duty Game of the Year edition in the box, very mint, actually. It's really nice looking, I have to say. And Medal of Honor Allied Assault War Chest, that comes with both expansion Spearhead and Breakthrough, for $4 for the both of them. So I was pretty excited about that. So the next Monday Madness Q&A thing will probably have Call of Duty gameplay, or Medal of Honor gameplay in the background or something like that. But I might do a playthrough for like a Sunday thing of these games, of their campaigns. So that might be like a thing I can do on Sundays until I run out of campaign to play. I'm really not sure if multiplayer still exists on this. I highly doubt it. And if there is, then I highly doubt that anybody plays it anymore. Because this game was made, let's see if I can find a date on it, 2003 is when Call of Duty 1 came out. And Medal of Honor 1 was 2004. So, yeah. And the funny thing is that the Medal of Honor 1 still has the original price from EB or GameStop, whatever, of $40. So, yeah, it's actually in quite good condition just in itself, and it is really nice. It includes the bonus CD, too, which is kind of cool, which includes the Pacific Assault soundtrack, strategy guides covering every mission, exclusive interviews with veterans and stuff, and really, really cool, even if you're not a fan of the game. It's really something cool if you're a fan of, like, World War II stuff, especially Pacific Theater stuff, so, yeah. But the Medal of Honor War Chest, actually, let's see what it includes here. It includes the game Medal of Honor Allied Assault, the groundbreaking award-winning original game, and blah, blah, blah. I think it was the first PC game for Medal of Honor as well. I don't think European Assaults and the others got on. I forget what the others are even called. But I don't think they got it. Rising Sun. I don't think Rising Sun got on. That was the first one on PS2. So, yeah. And the two hit expansion packs. Again, I've never heard of this game. Medal of Honor, Allied Assault, Spearhead, and Breakthrough. More than 50 single-player and 29 multiplayer levels spanning Europe, which is kind of cool. So more than 50 levels in the single-player. That's kind of cool. And 48 authentic World War II weapons, and the bonus CD, which you open the flap here for details, which is kind of cool. Such an awesome-looking game. And Call of Duty... I don't think it shows what it's included. Oh, yeah. Play through 24 epic single-player missions on 4 interconnected campaigns, or go online for Axis vs. Allies team-based multiplayer action, which doesn't exist anymore, I don't believe. Includes all product updates, including new multiplayer maps and high-quality mode. So this game is so old on PC that high-quality mode is a new expansion feature. That's how old this is. That is ridiculous. Wow. Just wow. Look at all the good things they're saying. Unforgettable, the Associated Press. Outstanding, GameSpot. Game of the Year, Computer Game, blah, 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 Science Achievement Awards. Back when the people that were actually complimenting their game were actually, like, people that actually had, like, credibility, like PC Gamer and IGN and stuff, instead of, like, Jimmy Blumpkin said that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 is kind of okay. This is back when Call of Duty was original and actually good. Holy shit, I just got a lot of hate for that. Oh, well. Wow. It requires Sound Blaster 24-bit. That's hilarious. Best on NVIDIA. I have an ATI. That's fine. It's Infinity Ward, of course, because Treyarch I don't think came in until World at War, I believe. And then they're like, hey, we have zombies! And then people are like, holy shit, you're better! And then Infinity Ward now no longer exists, as far as I know. And it has a flap, too. Holy shit. Actually, the box for Call of Duty is in better condition. Most acclaimed game of the year. 5 out of 5. Maxim. Really? I'm sorry, Maxim. Isn't that the porn mag? Okay, whatever. 4.5 out of 5 stars. Editor's choice for Computer Gaming World. 5 out of 5 from Tech. Game Informer gives it a 9 out of 10. 5 out of 5 for GamePro.com. Notice how none of these games have, like, rock, paper, shotgun saying they're good? But whatever. Join the British. Join the Russians. And the 101st Airborne, and more. No one fights alone. No, that's not true. Do I get this patch that's in here? That'd be kind of cool. But anyway, so I guess we'll get to the question. If you want to ask questions, of course, for this, for the Q&A thing, you definitely can by posting a comment below. And if you want to remain anonymous or whatever, then you can send me a personal message, and I will not say who you are if that is how you want it. Or, you know, if you want to just send me a personal message because it's a really long message or a really long question, send me a personal message with your name at the bottom, and I will then credit you if you put your name at the bottom and it's just too long or whatever to have on the comment section. I might put an email for it at some point in the near future as well, so you can, like, email me questions or something like that, kind of like what, if anybody knows who Total Biscuit is, kind of like what he does, type of deal. So, yeah, we'll see what happens, I guess, with that. So anyway, the question is actually an anonymous question. What was my very first PC game ever played? And I've half mentioned this before when they asked me, like, my favorite game of all time. Which, like I said, was Star Wars Battlefront 1. And I'm playing Star Wars Battlefront 2, if you hadn't noticed. And I'm getting my ass handed to me, too. My first PC game ever, like, enjoyed, and most people are going to be like, what? Was... I don't even remember the name, actually. And failing that, it was a Tycoon game, and I forget what it was called, and we had a very old... Windows 94 computer, and it was like a CD-ROM disc and everything, and it was really, really fucking old. I think we still had floppy disks at that point in time. I think Dad had, like, some programs on a floppy disk. It was old as hell. And I forget what it was called, and I've been looking and looking and looking and looking for it. It's an old game. Tycoon game, not Roller Coaster Tycoon. It's one of those more obscure games, like Tycoon Parks or something like that. I forget what it's called, but it was interesting because you had to, like, basically grow a forest and a park and everything, and, you know, pick up trash, make sure nothing died and everything like this, and build paths and stuff. It was an interesting game, but it was not Roller Coaster Tycoon. It was a Tycoon game. and I almost want to think it was Tycoon Parks of some sort, something like with parks in it or something, but I don't know. I really don't know. So, yeah. God only knows. But I guess the first game that I know the name of that I really enjoyed, and most people are going to be like, what? You enjoyed this game? What? Why did your voice just go so high? Why are you talking like an old man? Yeah. I would have to say RuneScape was definitely one of the premier titles, because I'm an older gamer, sort of, PC-wise, I guess. I'm not counting PC-wise as in, like, I played the Commodore 64. I'm 62 years old. I'm talking, like, internet. I don't know. I kind of can't. I don't know. People are gonna be like, "What? What are you talking about? They're not. They're PC gamers too." It's like, well, the internet didn't really exist that too much of a degree when the Commodores were out. I still consider those more console-y gamers than PC gamers. All credit to them though. They did use keyboards and stuff, so it was definitely like the first like use of a keyboard controls and stuff like that. And they definitely pioneered and paved the way for more modern PC gamers. But I find older PC gamers are like, like people that had like Windows 94 and played like Civilizations 1 and 2 and old Star Wars games and stuff that were on the PC, and really older games like, from like the 90s, like very early on, like dial-up internet and dial-up for the dial-up. Like it took 10 years to start the damn thing up, and you had to like cool it off with a fucking fan and big bulky fucking things. But but the first game I ever enjoyed was RuneScape, and it was one of the first, and if it wasn't the first, browser-based multiplayer online role-playing game out. It's still very popular, and I kind of play it, but I don't anymore at the same time, if that makes any sense. I go on from time to time and, merch some stuff, say hi to some old friends, but I don't really, quotes here, play RuneScape anymore. I just find it's kind of been taken over by, like, corporate sleuths, I guess you could say, like, the guys in suits and blah, blah, blah. But, they become such money whores in the past couple of years, and, it's just getting worse and worse, and I think people are starting to realize that, and I realize that, and I'm like, wow, this game is fucking garbage now. So I left, and I never really understood before why, I can understand kind of now. I mean, they have legitimate reasons now why RuneScape sucks. Well, if you're pointing out the legitimate reasons, anyway, RuneScape sucks because its company that runs it is a piece of fucking shit. It's not because, oh, it's graphically terrible, and oh, it's not very fun to do. Well, some people find it fun, and some people find it, and to be honest, like, your arguments of graphics are just completely and totally null and void, because it's a browser-based fucking Java game. It looks amazing for a Java-based, browser game, to be honest. Like, the HD graphics are really well done, but you have a legitimate argument as far as money whore company. I mean, definitely. That's why I left. Not because I hated it, because I hated who was running it. And I honestly don't think RuneScape will be around for another 10 years. I don't think it has that much life left in it. It really is starting to die off like MapleStory did. The only reason MapleStory is still around because it just came out on Steam. It was even more popular than RuneScape at one point in time, and I think IVP left, so a lot of old players came back, so I don't know, but I really can't see RuneScape being like the top tier big dog thing, because its genre for one is dying, and it's dying, so, kind of, its days are numbered, I think. But, it was an enjoyable game in its time, and I did enjoy it. It was one of my first, really favorite games, and played it all the time, and like now I have, Minecraft is really good. Supreme Ruler is really, really good. If you like strategy stuff, it gets a lot of harsh criticism from critics, but I actually enjoyed it. It's well put together. Obviously, they had the guy that did like FPSs or something do Supreme Ruler that day. Like the guy for strategy games was sick for reviewing, so he just played it and hated it and put a bad review on it. But I don't know. I don't know why it gets so much heat. I think it's actually quite enjoyable, but. I don't know. But yeah, the first PC game I really enjoyed would have to be RuneScape. I did pay for members for about 4 years, and I've been playing it since 2003. It was really good because I didn't have a computer until 2003, and I used my nan's computer from 2003 until late 2004 because I lived really close to my grandmother's, and I just went over there and played for a little while and came home and whatever. And we got our own home computer when I was 12, I want to say. Not even 10, 11 maybe. And then I got my computer when I was 15. It was a broken down piece of shit, but it was a Dell and it was hardcore. Like it just fucking clunked, smashed, and banged. But it was a good old PC, to say the least. But anyway, guys, that's it for this week. Next week, answer some questions. I will PM me, of course, if you want to stay anonymous or have a very large question, or leave a comment if you have a shorter question, and you can leave a comment below, and I will answer it. I will, maybe, possibly, but leave some questions, damn it. You guys are very terrible. I get like one a week. Leave a couple. If you have a couple of questions, just ask them. It doesn't matter. It can have to do with anything at all. Anything. Except my sex life. No. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.